It's time for Who Wrote That Comment?
It's StriteTDYL. Oh, that's right. It is a challenge.
My character looks like he's in pain, but I promise you guys he's not in pain. He's just really happy. Look at how that face just changes right there. Anyways, there's literally 3 faces on my face. There's the Nan face, there's the Yippee mask, and then there's Toad. But yes, we're happy because we're here in Anime Adventures. And well, I really liked how my outfit looked on my other account, so I decided to kind of wear it back here on this account. Maybe for just this video, maybe I'll wear it for the rest of the year. I don't know. I really like how the golden Toad Boy came out though. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of this outfit down below from 0 to 10, 10 being the best, 0 being the worst. Yeah, okay. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into today's video. First of all, this banner right here. If I get Yami, I will go for a unique passive on him right now. I really hope I don't get Yami because I really don't want to go for a unique passive on him right now. Alright, good. We didn't get Yami, so there was our 10 times sound. The only reason I did that is I have to do my daily thing over here. Always make sure you guys are doing your daily because they're going to help you guys out a ton. So getting your event quests over here from Yami will give you like 500 gems, and then doing all your daily quests over here will get you like another 700-800 gems, and then doing your infinites will get you guys another 600 gems times 3, so 1800. So in total, you guys need to get like 3,000 to 4,000 gems for just doing quests alone every day. But I wanted to do something a little different. So you guys know the whole relic system that we have over here, right? Oh, this looks so funny with the little snowman running with us. Over here is the relic system. You talk to Gilgamesh and you craft yourself some relics. Well, I've been grinding for a lot of relics with Ethereal recently, like a lot of them, okay? And well, I don't have a lot of relics because they're actually kind of hard to grind. But you guys are asking me, Toad, how do the relics work? What do they do? And well, today I kind of wanted to show you guys how the relics work and what they do. So if you're excited, make sure you guys hit that like button if you had not already. Anyways, I went ahead and went to the wiki page, and that is what we're going to go ahead and show you guys today. So first of all, these are the relics I have right now. I will explain them in just a moment with the wiki page, but I have that right there, which is unique. You see, I wasn't kidding. It's a unique relic, meaning that only one unit can have this relic equipped. So yeah, I wasn't wrong. There is the Clover of the Wind. That's how that one works right there. And then there's the 5-leaf clover, and then the other easier relics right there. Going to the wiki page. So let me display the counter right there. Here is the wiki page. And you guys can find the wiki page on the Discord. But Relics was introduced in Update 7. Can heavily boost a unit's damage or usability if used correctly. So there's 3 different buff types that the Relics have. The first one being damage percent. Increases the damage of units of that type by a percentage. Power increases the DPS per second of units of that type every upgrade. Scales with unit level, so that one's really good. Like the levels 100, they're gonna get a much higher DPS increase. And then there is a penetration, which penetrates the resistance of that type. So let's say if they have a shield for physical, it's gonna penetrate the physical shield. So those are how the 3 different buff types work. So if we look at this one right here, 1 to 4% physical damage is what you can get on the Steel Shiv, right? These are the Steel Shivs that I've gotten. I've gotten one that gives me physical damage and one that gives me another physical damage. So in total, I have 2 that give me physical damage, but you guys can see they have 2 different stats. One's 2.2%, the other one's at 2.4%. So right here, this is the range of what you guys can get from 1 to 4%, or you guys can get physical power from 0.5 to 2, or you can get 20 to 40 physical penetration whenever you craft this item. So that means when you come over here, talk to Gilgamesh, and you go to craft a relic. Right now, I'll craft one just so you guys. I'll craft one of these amplifying codexes actually, but I'll craft one of these and you guys can see what I mean by that. So I'll craft this, and there is my brand new amplifying codex. Right? Go back to this list. I could either get 1 to 4% magic power, 0.5 to 2 magic damage, 0.5 to 2 magic power, or 20 to 40 magic penetration. So remember, damage percent increases the damage of the unit of that type by a percentage, and then damage power increases the DPS which is really kind of hard to do unless you look at Chuni's like spreadsheet of every unit and that scales with levels. So we got that amplifying codex. Let's see what we got right there. So our new relic is one of these three. So this one gives me magic penetration. This one gives me magic powered by 0.94, which you guys can see is kind of weak. And then this one gives us 33 magic penetration. So looking at these two right here, obviously I'd want to delete this one because it's weaker. And the only reason I'm deleting it is because there's a capacity of 20 here, and you can actually only have 6 units equipped with relics at a time, which I kind of think is unnecessary, especially since you're not going to bring more than 6 units anyway. So I don't know why there's a capacity on here and why there's a limit to who can have your units like equipped with relics, especially now that they added the new teams thing. It really doesn't make sense why there needs to be a limit. Anyways, going back to this, these are the 2 simple relics. Unless you don't play the game a lot and you don't want to farm, I do not suggest you guys get these 2 relics. The Black Blade Autumn Water, I should say, is obtained from Thriller Park with a small drop chance, and all it gives you is a 30 and 50 physical penetration stat. So what that means is that it's kind of like a Steel Shiv, a little bit better, but at the end of the day, it's something that you can get for free, so it's a small drop chance as opposed to something that you're going to have to craft and play the legendary mode, the legend stages from. So it's a free relic that you guys can get. Now we get into the good parts. We got the 5-leaf clover, the clover of the wind, and the mermaid crown. So all the items that you need are on the side over here. The items are actually somewhat difficult to farm for, and they take a little bit of time. But the 5-leaf clover is a physical unit buffer, so it gives you up to 2 to 5% physical damage. Mine I got with 3.56, so it's literally smack dab in the middle of 2 and 5. Anti-magic cannot deal magic damage, so any physical unit already can't deal magic damage. So it's good to equip this on a physical unit from 10 to 15%. So 10 to 15%, I got 11%, so it's not that good. And then we got one random roll, just like the rolls from the other 2 relics up here, the Amplifying Codex and Steel Shiv. It varies. You can get 30 to 50 physical penetration, which you guys remember, penetration is penetrates the type of resistance for shields, 8 to 2% dark power damage, and 1 to 3 more dark power. So what I got on mine is actually 4.3% more, which I actually think that's a little bit better, but it's still on the weaker side, closer to the 2. So I gotta re-roll my 5-leaf clover and try to get another stat. Same thing goes for Clover of the Wind. It's basically the exact same stats, but the only difference is Clover of the Wind will be for air damage. So specifically, which unit does air? Well, does air damage, and he is magic. So ideally, you want to put the Clover of the Wind on I don't remember if there's any other unit right off the top of my head that actually do wind damage. You guys can tell me down below. You guys are like, oh, Toad, what about that one? And I'll be like, oh yeah, that one too. Like Wendy, you can give it a Wendy, but Wendy's kind of weak. So definitely the Clover of the Wind is something you want to give to because it can also give you either magic penetration, air damage for wind, or air power. So the one that I got on my for example, gave me 3.61 magic damage and 42 magic penetration. So I got magic penetration on mine, which isn't terrible, but I definitely want to re-roll it and try to get more air damage, and that'll help do even more damage. But I did get 3.6 magic damage. So once again, right smack dab in the middle of those. But I did get 14 magic damage against flying enemies, which is its special ability. So overall, it's a decent one that I got for especially if they have shields, but that 14% magic damage is really OP. Next is the Mermaid Crown. This one's specifically for, I'm gonna call her Lucy, but I know her name's Noelle, right? So it's specifically for Noelle. She's a magic water damage user. Each water damage hit reduces the enemy's magic resistance by 1 to 4. So basically, if you're attacking, let's say like a physical enemy who has like magic resistance per se, you can use this to lower their magic resistance every time a Went or a Noelle attacks. It'll reduce it by 1 to 4. I personally don't have this item, and I don't even know if I'm going to craft myself the Mermaid Crown. I might make just one, just in case in the future there's a unit that is magic and water other than Noelle. Like, Noelle is really strong, especially with Divine, but I just have stronger units on my team currently with like unique passes that make them easier to level up. But yeah, if you want and you have Noelle and you want to get a relic for her, definitely get that one right there. Finally, probably the most confusing but the most OP relic that's been added to this 7.5 update is the Miracle Timepiece, which you can only obtain from Legend Stage 3, which if you guys don't know what I'm talking about when I say Legend Stage, it's this stage all the way over here. Gotta run to the play section. I know. Look at this guy. Alright, you're gonna step in here, and on the top right corner it says Legend Stage, Elf Kingdom. Final stage right there, the final attack. That's what you guys will have to do in order to craft this timepiece, right? So here's my 2 timepieces that I've been able to craft. So I've crafted one that gives me 3.96 magic damage. So it's on the higher end of the 2 to 5, right? And then it gives me an extra 3.3 ice damage. So it can be either fire, water, lightning, air, ice, light, and dark. Ideally, I would have wanted, well, actually Gojo's just magic, so it really doesn't matter. He's just a magic user in general, but like something for Negoni, for example, magic and dark. So I did get a dark. I could equip this to Negoni. Every 40.8 seconds, he will deal an extra 121% true damage. The perfect stat that you can get on this timepiece is every 30 seconds you deal an extra 130%. So I got really lucky with my 124 and 121%, but it is on the higher, like middle, higher end of the 30 to 50 seconds. And then this part down here, the dark, the light, the ice, air, it just depends on which unit you're going to be equipping this to. Now I know this true damage doesn't make sense to some of you, but what that means is that if there's shield, it doesn't really matter. It's just going to do 70 to 30% of your unit's damage to the units. Like if they, not shield, if they have resistance per se, not shield, ignore what I said. If they have resistance, it's just going to ignore their resistance and do true damage to them. So whatever roll you get here, the random roll, make sure you equip it to a unit that you like has the extra ice damage, for example, because that'll help out your team in the long run. The only reason I have it equipped to my Gojo per se is because my Gojo just is unique. So if we do the math real quick, I think my Gojo does 290,000 damage, right? At level, at maxed out with its, whatever it's called, Infinity 3 or whatever. So my Gojo in total would do from 290,000 damage, and then he gets that, he does that extra 124% damage, which would mean he'd do 290,000 plus 350,000, which means in total my Gojo would do 640,000 on the time that this like miracle timepiece activates. So it's very OP, plus the extra 4% magic damage. And as you guys can see, it's really strong. Now another unit that could really benefit from this is Yuto. But Yuto, or Yuta, is also only just magic, so he doesn't get that extra 3% damage as well. But, yeah, that's it. That's what I got for the relics. I definitely suggest you guys start farming for them once you can. Like I said, if you don't need these 2, don't get them. Try to save up for any of the 4 really OP relics that are in the game right now. Hopefully this helps you guys. If it does, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, turn notifications on, and I will see you guys later. Reads Thesis. Bye!